Oh my gosh, there was just an accident on the freeway that crashed into a tree. Literally, we were just driving down this road. From that side of the highway, a car comes driving over the green and right into a tree back there. And Billy's on his way. Lord Jesus, please keep everybody safe. Billy told me to stay in the car, so I am. In the woods! Oh, the people are still in the car. They're still in the vehicle. No, it's a good Samaritan. Here he comes through the woods. Guarantee he's going to talk to that guy. What happened?
She was a kid. The kid wasn't in the car. We got in there. She hit the trees. She was like slumped over, drooling, and we think she had a seizure, but she was on.
Oh, that's what it was.
She was on the northbound here. She slowed down and stopped traffic. I think she started to lose consciousness. We started to see her go across the median. I thought she was just turning around for some reason, and then she just accelerated right across these lanes, didn't hit anybody.
Which is a miracle.
Plowed through the woods about 30 yards and then hit 2 trees. Her name was Kat, and there was a nurse there. The girl that responded with me was a nurse.
Oh.
So they were doing vital signs on her, and she was squeezing, and then I said blink or squeeze if you can hear me, and she did. And then I put her seat back, and I got her to sit up and sit back, and then she just started talking to us. We got her mother we found her phone. We called her mother. We told her mother that she was okay.
Did her airbag come out?
No. Shocking.
Were you the first on the scene?
Yeah.
Were you a first responder?
Backdraft Billy. I may not be one in real life, but I sure play one on TV. She looked at me kind of like, I think I died and I went to heaven. She kept looking up at me like, why do you look familiar?
Right. I know you'd go into a burning building for me, babe.
3 times a week for 32 years. I've gone into an emotional burning building for you almost every week of our relationship.
I know. Hey guys, here we are in the Hamptons, in the Hamptons, and we're walking in the dunes in the Hamptons. And Billy, I feel so bad. Billy just found out that a friend of his died.
Yeah, Paul Reubens, as you guys know, Pee Wee Herman passed away. He was not a very dear friend of mine, but we were friends. We stayed in touch and we made plans to get together, and I went to his house a few times. And recently I had tried to make plans with him to get together for lunch because we kept saying, we got to do this. And he kept canceling at the last minute, and now I know why. He didn't tell me, but apparently he didn't tell anybody that he had been battling cancer, and he died today at age 70. What an extraordinary career, and what an extraordinary life, and what an amazing great guy he was.
Remember, I'm not sorry. It's so funny. Gosh.
I know he had a sordid, strange past, which he completely overcame. A lot of us make mistakes. A lot of it's all about forgiveness and second chances. And he was one of those guys that was forgiven and given a second chance, and he made the most of it. We met him when China did Dancing with the Stars. He was there for David Arquette. He was there every week with David Arquette and every week with Courtney Cox. And we became friends. And I don't even know how long ago that was. That was probably like almost 10 years ago?
Yeah.
And we were always texting and always emailing. And he used to send you these, I'll play you part of mine, when he sent me birthday wishes for I don't know what birthday it was, but it was like 2 years ago. And it's so charming and it's so cute. Wait till you see it, what he did.
Wow, Billy. What's up, dude? Billy, I want to ask you a quick question. Any idea why I would be taking this kind of time, television's Paul Reubens, from my busy Hollywood celebrity schedule? I'll be right there, everyone, to make a birthday video for you. Why would I do it? Any idea? And so I thought I would make this video for you so you would have some digital proof of the following. I'm crazy. I don't know you very well. You don't know me very well. But I want to know you better. It's not even a bromance, really. I mean, I wish it were, but wish. Billy, did somebody just say wish? Mm-hmm. Mecca lecca hi, mecca hiney ho, Billy Baldwin. All I wanted to do was impress upon you that I am very fond of you. I think you're awesome in every way. What little I know about you, but I'm not terrible with this kind of stuff. I'm usually right on the money with this kind of stuff. And I have always had a very strong vibe that you are an awesome guy, that you're beautiful inside and out, that you're generous and You're crazy smart. You are wickedly talented. I think you're very genuine, and you have lots and lots of qualities that I really like. All right, the Love Fest is over. I hope that this birthday today is beautiful in every way, and that this new year unfolding for you today is filled with kindness, joy, love, and happiness. All the very, very best from me to you. Happy birthday. Dude!
That's it. R.I.P. to Paul. He just was a wonderful guy. I'm so sad to see that he's gone. We forgot one huge omission.
What?
Crazy, crazy huge omission that I don't think we've spoken about.
What?
Honey.
What? We're pregnant? We're having a baby? What?
Slightly different topic.
Yeah?
I went to high school with a serial killer. I grew up in Massapequa, Long Island. I went to McKenna Junior High School, and I went to Berner High School in Massapequa with Rex Heuermann, who is this Gilgo Beach serial killer. We were not good friends. We didn't hang out. We didn't have play dates when we were kids. We didn't party on the weekends and everything, but I did know him from the hallways. I did know him from the classrooms. We took classes together. It's not one of those things where it made perfect sense in 2020 hindsight. Like it didn't. To me, I am definitely shocked.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunned and shocked.
Yeah.
But he was a guy that didn't really fit in, and he was sort of struggling to fit in. I was asked by ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, Fox, Good Morning America.
And who gets the exclusive? Cal Preach.
China gets the exclusive. And
Billy Baldwin is joining the conversation about alleged Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann. Billy recently took to Instagram to share that he went to high school with Heuermann. Alec Baldwin also has a distant connection with the murder suspect, as he, along with the other Baldwin brothers, attended the same school.
I said no to everybody, and then I gave a buddy of mine from high school, Steven's best friend, actually from high school, my brother Steven's best friend, writes for the Times for 40 years, and he did an article for the Metro section, Corey Kilgannon, and I gave him a quote. That was the first quote that I gave. But reading the articles that I'm reading now, people are saying that his father died when he was young. He was very abusive towards the mother, and he was sort of a hoarder, which tells you a lot about this psychological state.
Yeah.
Very, very tragic, very sad,
How
very
many people
shocking.
did he kill?
My entire community is like up in arms. Everybody's like stunned.
But they found DNA, right? I mean, like, he's
Yeah,
definitely
they
been
found
linked.
he was definitely linked to 3, but it could be as many as 30. I mean, there's in the area where they found those 3 bodies, they had found 10 bodies in the dunes at Gilgo Beach. He's called the Gilgo Beach serial killer, the Gilgo Beach killer, or the Long Island serial killer. His name is Rex Heuermann, Heuermann. Check it out. It's disturbing. It's fascinating, and he's weird. He went to college. He was an architect. He had a firm on Fifth Avenue, like a fancy firm. His daughter, he had 2 children. One was a stepchild from his wife's first marriage. He got divorced in his first marriage. Imagine waking up and the police are at your front door and your father's been arrested for being the Gilgo Beach killer, the person that everyone had been talking about for like 10 years, wondering. I was out in California, like, I'm wondering, like, are they ever going to figure this out? And who is
And it was
this?
your
And
classmate.
Who would ever do something so heinous and so horrible and so horrific? And it was my classmate.
It's awful. It's just so, but I mean, what are the chances that a huge Hollywood star and a huge notorious murderer would be in the same class?
Just, my life is just so, it's like such a freaky fishbowl.
But we do have some praise reports, and one of them is that we have found a little place to live here on the East Coast for the next year. So we're excited about that. And it's cute. It's a cute place. You guys will see it in upcoming videos. It's really sweet. And
I will sort of be triangulating. I'm going to be with you and Brooke in New York. I'll be with Jameson and Vance on the West Coast, and I'll be on location making movies and supporting the family. So I don't think, to me, it doesn't feel like I'm making a year commitment. So yeah, it's just an exciting time where this summer, I thought I was going to be able to relax this whole summer, and then all of a sudden the writers went on strike, and then the actors went on strike, and I just felt like I had to jump at every opportunity. I thought I was going to be able to relax with you June, July, and August. I know that sounds very pampered, but we rarely ever get that.
yeah.
Then all of a sudden I was back on it. I was in Sacramento, I was in LA, I was in Sicily. So I'm very much looking forward to maybe the next couple of weeks off we'll have off.
And exciting news, I launched my website today.
I did not know that.
Jesus Influencer. Guys, how cute. Jesus Influencer, get your shirt. CaliforniaPreaching.com.
I didn't know that was happening. I knew it was happening, but I didn't know it was happening today. And I've been wondering why she's been on the phone, like, not to sound like unkind, but it was like, yeah, you know, yap. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Little did I know she was launching her website today.
No, your exact words were Jesus per minute. He doesn't like my Jesus per minute. He says that I'm talking about Jesus too much.
What, didn't expect to be ambushed like that just now. But when she did a Christian record, they talked about a thing in Nashville with a Christian record label called Jesus per minute. And if the more Jesus, when you said Lord or King or
In
Jesus,
music,
in the lyrics, the more you said, the more Jesus per minute, the better chance of the song getting played. It would be in heavier rotation.
Right.
And I told China that your Jesus per minute in real life is a little too high right now. I said, literally all the work you're doing with Cal Heal and Cal Preach and you know, everything you're doing, I said, it's like,
yeah,
it's Jesus and sense around, you know what I mean?
It's
like,
true. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Super high Jesus per minute.
That's my business. My business is G's. I'm working for the Lord. I'm doing biz for the Lord, babe.
Yeah. I was telling a story that I know you heard, and you had heard it like a couple months ago, and right in the middle of the story you got up and said, I'm gonna go to the bathroom now, and you just walked away right in the middle of the story, because it's just, sometimes it's like, you know, too much.
But I didn't do that intentionally to be rude. I literally, genuinely had to use the bathroom. Were you offended? My feelings got a little hurt.
No, it's like I was in the middle of engaging in a conversation at a dinner party, and I was telling a story, and you just
It was
walked
embarrassing.
Away. No, it was okay. I wasn't hurt.
Yeah, you got to get used to that. I mean, you know, when you're 30 years
in,
in, babe, and,
yeah,
you know, you're telling a story
but
that I've heard a million times,
how do you
and
think
I got to
feel
pee.
right now? How do you think I feel right now?
What? How do you mean? What do you mean?
The same thing with the Jesus per minute. It's like the same thing over and over and over.
Right.
and
That's
over.
what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. I get
It's
it,
like,
but I'm not going to get offended by you saying, you know, I'm getting sick of hearing the Jesus per minute.
Sports too much. Any guy thing. Talking about politics too much. Talking about sports too much.
Right.
Talking about Hollywood too much. Talking
Right.
about my Hollywood stories that I tell so
Sure.
much. You know, it just.
I hear ya.
We were trying to find a place to live, and because the strike started, we were like trying to think about how we could do it, live in the biggest bang for our buck, like the best living conditions at the lowest cost.
Yeah.
And literally, China said to me, we were thinking about going to San Francisco because we had a chance to live there. And she said, oh, we should just go to London. We should just go to London. You work over in Europe all the time. It'll just be easier to get to all your locations. Why don't we go to London? And our kids were there. One of our son Vance was there, and he said, we live in LA. He's like, we got to cut the umbilical cord again. They'll just come to London and see us. He's like, I'm in college. I'm a senior at USC. I can't just get up and come to London from LA for the weekend. So I go, by the way, China, London is one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in right now. It's like more expensive than New York.
Yeah.
So then I said, why don't we just start looking a little further away from Pound Ridge? If you go into past New Canaan, into Stanford, into Ridgefield, you know, even into Norwalk, stuff like that. She was like, that's just too far from Lorene and Teresa. That's just too far. I go, honey, literally 9 seconds ago, you just said we're moving to San Francisco, and 11 seconds ago, you said we're moving to London. I mean, I'm talking about moving 10 minutes further away from all of your best friends. You just said we're moving to San Francisco.
Oh,
we're moving to London. And
that's
now,
so
guys,
good.
this is what I'm dealing with. Just so you know, we had a crazy rainstorm last night, and if you're ever, take it from Backdraft Billy Baldwin, if you're ever walking down the street and you see a line down like this, do not touch it, please. Thank you very much. You've been warned. So we were bouncing town to town, coast to coast, continent to continent. We went from Pound Ridge to London.
I had a feeling we were going to end up in Pound Ridge.
To San Francisco, to Skinny Atlas. We even talked about moving up to where we summer with my mother's side of the family up there, and my sisters and all my crazy nieces and nephews. We were thinking about going up there.
I was excited about that prospect.
Yeah, the only problem is you had Jean, Jacqueline, Jennifer, and Jane. 3 nieces and my sister all like totally freaking out.
Thinking we were moving there.
Thinking
We're
we
lost.
were moving there because you told them we were moving there. And she told them. She said, oh yeah, we're signing a lease. We're moving up there. We're going to sign a
I
lease.
said it's looking good.
Yeah. Jacqueline, Jean,
I know.
Jennifer, and Jane. And there's lots more J's in that family too. There's
I
Jessica,
definitely
there's
got
Jill,
them all
there's Jonathan.
enticed.
And now they're all, please tell me you're coming up here, please. And I didn't even return the text yet. Because we just signed a lease on a really cute place. We're in Pound Ridge.
Yeah. Look at all these pine cones, Boo. Wow. I mean, how many pine cones do you think are in those trees collectively?
I don't care. I've got other things to talk about. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Usually he does community commentary. Like usually we can't take a walk without him being like,
No, I want to.
can't believe that man would leave his trash cans out front like that.
No, I don't. I say, look at how beautifully
babe. Or you say nice things, but you do intermix it with, you know.
No, but where we are
judgment.
right now, we're in an area between Amagansett and Montauk, where I have a lot of childhood memories from because I grew up on Long Island, and this was sort of, my father was a teacher with 6 kids, and you know, we had like a lower middle class upbringing, and yeah, I came out here when I was lifeguarding when I was a kid in high school and college. I used to come out here all the time to go boogie boarding and surfing in Montauk, so I have lots of like core memory childhood stuff from like 15 to 20 years old. Young adulthood stuff from coming out here, just having the best time.
Aww.
Going to the Royal Atlantic in Montauk and going out to the lighthouse and spending nights out here, sleeping on the beach, sleeping in the dunes, sleeping in sleeping bags, no tent.
Right.
It was amazing. And you have memories out here. Your dad?
Oh yeah, my mom said that she took me to meet Peter Beard out here.
Yeah.
Met several years ago, and I remember blueberry picking with my father in Montauk when I was just a 5-year-old.
And I drove past yesterday. I drove past the Memory Motel, which is a famous motel out there.
Yeah. That
Mick Jagger wrote a really, really famous song about called Memory Motel, about a girl that he met when he was on tour with the Stones in the 1970s. Really, really beautiful song. I'm in the dunes. I'm in Amagansett. I'm here.
We're on vacation.
I'm out. Okay. I'm just gonna have some sand, some sun, some surf, some suds, meaning a cold beer, some.
Love-a-dubba.
They all start with S's. Sand, sun, surf. Suds, meaning beers. Sand, sun, surf.
Oh no.
Suds, sex. Yeah, it's all good. I need that. I've been traveling too much. I've been working too much. I'm ready to go. I love you.
I love you. Peace of
Christ.
We love you guys.
Love you.
Bye. Bye, butterfly. Is that it? That's all I get? Guys, California Healing. Check it out. Link in description. Get your healing on. Get to my new website. Jesus Influencer. How cute. Jesus Influencer. Everybody has to have that shirt. Bye. Phil. On Tuesday, there is a brand new California Healing group launching called Identity. And it is going to be amazeballs, okay? I'm going to give you one free drop-in to California Healing to see if it's for you, if you groove with it. If you'd like to sign up to pop into one of the California Healings over the next, a week, do it today. The guest list is pinned. The link is pinned to the very top of my comments, and it is also in this description. The Identity Group will meet every single Tuesday, 9:30 PST, 12:30 Eastern. Okay, it's 105 minutes of glory. We have a Bionic Bible study. We're going to have a power word. We're going to have share time, testimony, my favorite. I love testimonies. And we are going to have obviously share time. And it's just such an amazing way to not do life alone. We have a WhatsApp thread that goes on 24/7. We have word feasts, which is 30 minutes of Bible reading every single morning. It's crazy. We have pray slays where we all get together and pray throughout the week. It is so interactive. I just pray that you will check it out and become part of this California Healing community. God bless you and peace of Christ.